I spent 10 hours scrolling through Herk's AI automation community. 500 students, all building workflows, all posting their progress, and I noticed something strange. 98% of them were still at zero after 6 months. Then I found this one post, Build 31, AI lead capture and appointment, LangChain, ChatGPT, Google Calendar integration. And I thought, this is actually good. Why isn't these people making money? So I decided to run an experiment. I took this exact workflow idea and tried to sell. 7 days later, I had $497 in my Stripe account. Same idea, different approach. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what I did. Not because I'm smarter than these students, but because I focused on the wrong thing for years and I finally figured out what actually matters. Let's go. Herk makes incredible content. His students are talented people. This problem isn't about him or them. This is about something I discovered after running on my AI automation program. FutureFlow AI, 1,400 members and 50,000 per month. I killed it. Why? Because 98% of my students never made $1. They watched every video, joined every call, built every demos, but they stay at $0. And I realized the problem wasn't the education. The problem was what happens after the education. So I built something different, a system that forces you to execute instead of learn. I called it the AI growth flywheel. And today I'm going to prove it works by showing you what happened when I use it on a random workflow from Herk's community. Here's what I found after 10 hours of analyzing these 500 students. 3 patterns, same story, different people. Pattern number 1, they are building in public, but not selling in private. I saw posts like build 31, build 45, build 67. Every single one was impressive, real workflows, real automation. But when I looked at my comment, 5 likes, great work, nice build, nobody saying, I bought this. They were optimizing for community approval, not customer money. Pattern number 2, they keep asking, how do I get clients? I counted 100 plus posts with this exact question. I know N8N, make ChatGPT, how do I get clients? And here's the thing, they already know how. You reach out to people, you offer to solve their problem, you ask for money, but they're not really asking how. They are asking, how do I do this without facing rejection? And I get it, rejection hurts. But that's the difference between the 5% who make money and the 95% who don't. Pattern number 3, they are collecting tools, not customers. Week 1, just build N8N. Week 4, should I switch to Make? Week 8, Cloud MCP just dropped, rebuild everything. Week 12, Cursor AI is the future. They are chasing the newest tool because learning feels like progress. But 6 months later, they are experts in 5 tools with 0 customers. All 3 patterns have the same root cause. Customer data point are 0. I want to prove something. These people already have the skills. They just need to start executing. So I picked one workflow randomly and decided to sell it. This is the post I randomly picked. Build 31. AI lead capture and automation and appointment. All of this runs 24/7, no human needed. This is actually a really good workflow, but when I look at the post, 5 likes, 5 comments, posted weeks ago, no mention of sales, no mention of customers. And I don't know if they sold this or not, maybe they did, but that's not the point. The point is, this workflow is good enough to sell right now. It solves a real problem. Missing leads cost businesses money. It had a clear deliverable, books appointments automatically. There's a target market, anyone who gets leads online. It works 24/7. It's technically sound. So here's what I did. I didn't rebuild it better. I didn't learn LangChain to match their skill level. I didn't add more features. I just took the idea and tried to sell it. Because after wasting 3 years, products nobody wanted. Customers don't buy your technical skill. They buy the outcome. They don't care if you use LangChain or some no-code tools. They don't care about your memory, buffer, architecture. They care about one thing. Will this solve my problem? So I built a hypothesis around the outcome, not the tech, and I used this system to test it. The AI growth flywheel. 1 spin equals 7 days equals 100 attempts. Hypothesis, warm outreach, cold outreach, data. You already have the skills. You don't need to build more. You need to start selling. Let me show you exactly what happened. Day 1 hypothesis. I spent 3 hours building a hypothesis, not building the workflow, not running LangChain, just writing one Google Doc. And here's what I wrote using our proven workflow. Let me explain. Fitness studio spending $3,000 per month on Facebook ads will pay $497 for trial class Accelerator, guaranteed a 20% conversion increase in 60 days or full refund. Delivered in 5 days. Let me explain why I choose this. Studio that are already spending money on ads. Why? Because they have a proven problem. Here's what's happening to them. Someone fills out their leads form at 11 p.m. asking about yoga classes. The studio owner is sleeping or teaching. They respond at 9 a.m. the next day. By then, 48% of those leads are gone. They've already signed up at 3 other studios who responded faster. That studio just wasted $30 on that Facebook ad. Multiply that by 80 lost leads per month, and they are burning $2,000 per month on ads that go nowhere. So my target isn't old fitness studio. It's studio with a proven ad spend problem. And what? Try your class accelerator. I didn't call it AI chatbot or automation system. Just try your class accelerator. What does it do? Takes your Facebook ad leads and converts them into book trial classes. Before lead form, you respond 12 hours later, 48% gone. After lead form, AI responds in 30 seconds, books them automatically. Confirmation sent. Simple outcome, more trial classes booked from the same ad spend. Price $4.97 per month. Why this price? If it books just 1 extra member per month, they got ROI in 30 days. But here's what made this different. I added a guarantee. If your trial class conversion rate doesn't increase by 20% in 16 days, I refund 100%. All the risk is on me. Why would I do that? Because I knew Muskan's workflow actually works. The AI responds instantly, books them automatically, sends confirmations. I was confident it would increase conversions, so I could make that guarantee. The timeline, 5 days delivery, fast enough to feel urgent, slow enough to actually deliver. And here's what I didn't do on day 1. I didn't build a workflow. I didn't learn LangChain. I didn't create a demo. I just wrote this one Google document. 3 hours, $0 spent. Now I had to test if anyone would actually pay for this. Day 2 and 3, warm outreach. I made a list of 40 people I know, not 40 fitness studio owners, just 40 people. Friends who work out, old colleagues, anyone in health and fitness, and I sent them this message. 4 sentences, no pitch, just asking for intros. I sent this 40 times over 2 days, and here's what happened. 16 people replied. That's 40%, and 6 people said, I know someone, let me connect you. And 2 people said, I own a studio and run ads. Tell me more. 1 core got a book. 4 hours of work, $0 spent. And I learned something important. People immediately understood the problem. The guarantee made them pause and think seriously about it. And I found 2 hidden customers in my own network that I didn't even know about. That's validation. The problem is real. People care about it. Now I needed to test if complete strangers would pay for this. Day 4 and 5, cold outreach. I needed to find the 60 fitness studios spending money on Facebook ads. Here's how I did. Facebook ad library. Searched yoga studio in Vancouver. Found 30 studios running active ads, 15 minutes. Instagram. Searched hashtag like yoga studio Vancouver. Found it 20 more studios, 10 minutes. Google searched CrossFit near me and checked their websites for lead capture forms. Found 10 more, 10 minutes. 35 minutes total, 60 studios identified. Then I sent them personalized Loom videos. Then I recorded 60 Loom videos. Each one took about 4 to 5 minutes. 1 minute to research their ads and the website. 3 minutes to record the video. 30 seconds to send it. I did 30 per day, 60 total. And here's what happened. 13 people replied. That's 21%. 2 more calls got booked. 8 objections collected. 11 hours of work, $0 spent. The objections were cool. We use other chatbot already. Do you have case studies? How does the guarantee work? Does it work with Instagram ads too? Price seems high. This is data that other people never got because they spent 3 months building but never asked 60 people to pay for it. 100 attempts complete, 29 total replies, 3 calls booked. Now I needed to see if anyone would actually buy. Day 6 sales course. I had 3 calls booked. First call, yoga studio owner, worm into from a friend. I asked what happens when someone fills out your Facebook lead form. They said I get an email. I responded within 12 to 24 hours. I asked, depending on when I'm teaching, what percentage actually book a trial class? Maybe 10 to 15%. Most don't respond to my message. But if AI responded in 30 seconds and booked them automatically, that would be amazing. But I need to see it working on our actual setup. Demo request, yes. And call number 2, CrossFit box owner, the same pattern. And 2 out of 3 said, show me it's working. They didn't want the explanation. They didn't want to hear about LangChain or ChatGPT. They wanted to see the AI handling a real conversations. That's when I knew what I had to do. Day 7, showed the proof. Now here's where most people would spend 5 hours building a custom demo. I didn't do that. I found a website called youratlas.com. It's demo AI voice agent that anyone can test. So I did something simple. I opened the Loom, hit a record, and called the youratlas.com demo myself and had a conversation with it.
Okay, I'm just checking on that 1 second. Hey, it looks like there's availability next Tuesday, November 10th at 4 p.m., 4:30 p.m., and 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Which one works best for you?
4:30.
Just booking that in now.
Okay, thank you.
It's taking longer than I expected. Sorry, 1 second.
They add their sound effect, typing and other office white noise.
Sorry, a few more seconds.
30 seconds, that's all it took. It showed the AI asking qualifying questions, capturing contact info, confirming the booking. I sent this recording to both studio owners, sent the Stripe payment link, $497 received at 4 p.m. I didn't build anything. I didn't know how to build it. I just showed them what was possible, and they paid me. This took me 30 minutes. 30 minutes to prove what Muscans couldn't prove it in 3 months. Not because I'm smarter, not because I have better skills, because I focused on right thing. Most of people spend 3 months optimizing for building the perfect workflow. I spent 30 minutes optimizing for selling the outcome. Customers don't buy your technical skill. They buy proof that you can solve their problem. But now I had a new problem. I sold something I didn't know how to build, and I had 5 days to deliver it. So here's what I did. I went to Upwork, posted a job, build AI voice agent for fitness studio lead capture. Budget $300. Timeline 3 days. I had 12 proposals. I picked someone with a 5-star rating who had built similar voice agents before. Hired them for $300. Sent them the customer's website, their class schedule, and access to their Google Calendar. Build this 3 days. Let me know if you need anything. 3 days later, they delivered. I tested, worked perfectly. Here's the math. Revenue $497. Contractor cost $300. Profit $197. Time I spent building 0 hours. Time I spent managing 2 hours. I didn't become an NIDN expert. I stay a businessman. There are 2 paths you can take. Expert path. Spend 3 months learning NIDN. Learn LangChain. Build everything yourself. Spend 20 hours per client. Make $0 while you are learning. Businessman path. Spend 7 days selling. Hire an expert on Upwork. Spend 2 hours per client managing. Make $497 while you are learning what customers actually want. I choose businessman, and here's what happened next. After I got the first client, I had a proof. Now I could scale. Customer 1 to 5, keep the price at $497. Hire contractors for $300. Make $197 profit per client. Use this phase to get testimonials and refine the process. After customer 5, raise the price to $997. That's 2x. Why? Because now I have 5 testimonials and proven result. After customer 20, price at $90.97. Build a small team of 2 to 3 contractors. Handle 15 to 20 clients per month. Revenue $30,000 to $40,000 per month. Sell the outcome. Hire the execution. Get proof. Raise the price. Scale the volume. You don't learn the skill. You sell the outcome. You hire the skill. You scale the business. Now let me show you the full picture. Most of people 3 months building the workflow. Learn LangChain, GPT, and then built memory system. Posted in community. Got 5 likes and 5 comments. Customer data point are 0. Revenue is 0. But my past 7 days executing. Didn't learn LangChain. Used a demo tool and hire a contractor. Sent 100 messages. Got 29 replies. 3 calls, 1 sales. Customer data point are 100. Revenue $497. Same workflow idea, different execution count. And here's what I want you to understand. That people has more knowledge about AI than me. They know NIDN, ChatGPT, Cursor. I use the demo website and Upwork. But I have more data about customers. I talked to 3 real studio owners. I heard 8 different objections. I learned what makes them say yes. Knowledge doesn't make you money. Execution does. So here's the lesson. You already have enough skills to make money. You don't need to become an expert. You don't need to build everything yourself. You need to ask yourself one question. Do you want to be an expert or a businessman? Expert, 3 months is learning. 0 revenue, perfecting the skill. Businessman, 7 days executing, hiring contractors, $497 revenue, scaling the business. I choose businessman, and if you want to use the exact system I used, I created a complete training showing exactly what I did. Not theory, the actual system. Module number 1, how to build a laser-focused hypothesis. The exact process I used to go from workflow idea to $497 offer in 3 hours. How to qualify your target, how to name your services, how to price for your first customers, and how to create a homogeneous style guarantee. Real examples from this video. Module 2, complete run outreach training. The exact warm outreach process that got me 40% reply rate. How to build your warm list, even if you think, I don't know anyone. Word for word message template. How to ask for intros without being salesy. What to say on course. How to handle, let me think about it. Module number 3, complete cold outreach training. The exact cold outreach process that got me 21% reply rate. How to find 60 qualified targets in 35 minutes. My Loom scripts, word for word. How to personalize at scale the top 5 rejections and how to handle them. This is everything I used. The hypothesis template, the message script, the Loom structure, the tracking spreadsheet, the decision framework, the Upwork job post, the scale plan. You don't need to figure this out yourself. I already did it 100 times. I already got the data. I already know what works. Just use my system. Link in description. Stop building in isolation. Start executing with a proven system. So let me recap this whole story. I studied Herk's community, found 500 students stuck at $0, picked one workflow randomly, executed the AI growth flywheel, 100 attempts, 7 days, for $97, hired a contractor to deliver it, and proved that you already have the skills. You just need to start executing. If you want to see the complete 28-day execution flywheel, how to go from $0 to $10,000 per month using this system, watch this video next. And if you want the exact training I just mentioned, link in description below. Subscribe if you want more execution, not more theory. Stop being an expert, start being a businessman. Let's go. Transparency, some parts of this video were simulated as I didn't have enough time to do all. However, this is exactly how you do it. Have a look at our testimonials.